Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Morning Sprint. My name is Japhanie Gray, and you already know we are always giving you guys the stories that are kind of trendy, those that you guys want to hear about, those that may scratch your head. And if you like holiday and you like the Advent calendar thing, this may scratch your head as well. Check this out. It's very beautiful, but how much are you willing to spend for this holiday tradition? We'll tell you about an Advent calendar that will have many looking the other way for Christmas. That's coming up later on in the sprint. Now, we also covered these stories that obviously they kind of start off in a very negative, sad light, and one being an unfortunate domestic violence stabbing that took place here recently. But we have a nonprofit that is stepping in to try to not only raise awareness about domestic violence, but trying to step in to figure out ways to help victims and how they can protect themselves from their abusers. So, community group in Lynchburg working to give people an added sense of security after police say that a woman was stabbed to death in a domestic issue. The Peacemakers took its new bus into the Hill City yesterday, going door to door. Leaders said they wanted to connect with people and let them know that there is someone on their side if they're suffering from domestic abuse. The group is offering to buy security cameras for anyone who has a protective order against their abusers. It says that the Peacemakers say that they will also patrol the area for someone if they are afraid. Group founder Sean Hunter says that no one should have to live in fear.
It was just vicious. It was brutal. And I mean, it really touched.
12-year-old. Hey there, guys. Happy.
It was just vicious. It was brutal. And I mean, it really touched me to where I was even unable to sleep last night, until I said, hey, we got to step out here on this domestic violence, because a lot of women are afraid to speak out about what is going on in the home.
So Lynchburg police said that the woman killed was Nicole Roser. They say that the officers went to a home along Boonesboro Road where they found a man stabbing Roser. When the man refused to stop, the department says that an officer shot him. They said the suspect is in critical condition, and by protocol, the officer is on limited duty. You can find the information on this investigation on how to donate to the Peacemaker Security Camera Initiative on our website at WSLS.com. Again, it's one of those situations where you have a very unfortunate tragedy that plays out that results in something just horrific happening. But when you have people that can turn this into something that can help others in the long run, that is always a blessing. So I pray that this initiative takes off. It's always important to figure out how we can help our victims of domestic abuse, because like Mr. Sean says, they live in fear, and when you don't have the resources or have people looking out for you in that way, it is very hard to try to function in a normal, everyday manner. So go to our website, WSLS.com, to try to figure out how you can help and give back to that initiative. Moving on over, it's 30 Days of Hope time, and we do have a success story to tell you about. It's one of the very first kids that our very own 10 News Jenna Zipton featured on 30 Days of Hope. Get this, she's now in college and thriving. Check out our story.
12-year-old Emily. Children just like Emily who need a permanent, loving home.
It'd be nice if they had a home to stay in, people that love them.
Is all grown up. Now, as a college freshman, she remembers this story well. She was the very first kiddo we ever featured on 30 Days of Hope.
Oh. I've showed it to so many people cringing because I was so shy.
But she's definitely not anymore. Oh my God. Now at 18, we saw each other again. The night she was honored with a full scholarship to the University of Lynchburg.
To present the first Ridgeway Scholarship to Emily Smith.
I really appreciate the opportunity of this scholarship, because I didn't think that I was gonna be able to have enough money to come to college.
To be able to provide Emily this kind of scholarship is what we're all about at the University of Lynchburg, and to have the support to be able to do that.
Again, it's always good to see these kind of stories, these successful stories, and see how beautiful of a young woman she's turned out to be, man. I think that's a blessing, and it all starts in the house, in the home. I always say, and I'm a strong advocate for how important our fathers are in our households and our mothers are in our households, and when you have that
My goal is to be a construction worker when I grow up. Things I want to do with construction is just basically just build houses and buildings for other people.
Demarion is 16 years old and wants a family. This is the second year he's been on 30 Days of Hope.
I describe family as where they take care of each other, love each other, help each other out when they need help, and listen to them.
He likes going on walks in the woods, playing video games, going to water parks, amusement parks, and laser tag.
I'm proud of myself just by being myself and being who I am. I'm a good person, I'm smart, I'm funny. I'm just an intelligent person all around.
Sorry about that, folks. As you can see, my batteries kind of went out on me right then and there. But again, that was a very beautiful kid that I think this is the second year that we're featuring him on 30 Days of Hope. This is a time where we try to highlight children who are in need of a household. And as I was mentioning from that first success story, that it's always important to have a family structure in a household and have kids, absorb that kind of love. Whether, having a father and a mother in a household can make a huge difference, and especially when you're dealing with children who've been dealt a circumstance that they couldn't have any control over, but they just want to be loved and live a childhood or a normal childhood so that they can maneuver through life. Just how a lot of kids take for granted nowadays. So anyways, if you guys want to check out those stories and the other stories that we featured on 30 Days of Hope, go to our website at WSLS.com. You can check out the success story that we mentioned. We can check out this particular kid's story. I think his name is Demarion. Do not quote me on that. I hope I'm saying it right. But either way, a beautiful child right there who deserves a family forever. Let's go on and get into our weather forecast. If you woke up today, you noticed that it was very, very chilly outside. I made a joke, and it's not necessarily even a joke. Yesterday, it was warm enough for me to turn my air on, my little AC in my vehicle. And when I got in the car today, the air was automatically kicked on. And I didn't notice it because it was still warmer inside my vehicle than when it was outside. So, yeah, cooler temperatures this morning, but it's going to warm up later on. So we got meteorologist Chris Michaels joining us in for that.
Hey there, guys. Happy Monday. In desperate need of rain, even though we've got some nice weather between now and Thursday. This storm system mostly stays to our south. It's a separate one coming in from the west that at least offers the chance for some rain late Friday into Friday night. Not a drought-busting rain, but a chance of rain nonetheless. We'll keep you posted each morning during the sprint. I'll see you guys first thing tomorrow morning.
Oh my gosh, guys, I'm so sorry. Look at me. Okay, hold on. I got to get back to me real quick. This mic is going to be the death of me, okay? First of all, it goes out on a really deep story with 30 Days of Hope, and then it's going out again while I'm still talking. Okay, take two, because Jazz, if you guys can't see her, she keeps coming back in and out because she's just like, Jaff, we can't hear you. So I apologize in advance. Lord, we got this together now. Take two. If you guys were out on Saturday, again, the Rail Yard Dogs won, obviously took home the W, but something else that was beautiful about that event was the fact that they were appreciating and recognizing our veterans, those who have fought and gave up that ultimate sacrifice so that we can enjoy the freedoms that we have today. And something else that happened on Saturday was the awesome Veterans Day parade that happened in WSLS. We were there. We hosted the event. It was cool meeting a lot of people, but we also had 6 World War II veterans there as well. Some rode in a limo as part of the parade, and others watched from the Market Square in downtown Roanoke. If you missed the parade, of course, you can watch it right now on WSLS.com. But again, the Virginia Veterans Parade is always a beautiful one. And I will say, going out there this year, I don't know what it was about it, seeing all of our kids out there just looking sharp in their uniforms and hearing the patriotic music and seeing the veterans and all the red, white, and blue. I am diehard American, love my country, I love my flag, and it was just emotional watching people just, appreciate the men and women who were in uniform and are still in uniform, making life happen for us here to where we can enjoy, just like I said, everyday freedoms that so many people take for granted. You know, all the protesting, the stuff that takes place, and all the Second Amendment rights, like all the things that we can enjoy in our country has been brought forth because of our veterans. So it was cool speaking with different people. I know I talked to this one lady, her name was Monica. She had just moved from Lubbock, Texas, and she came just to see the parade. Her father was a veteran. She has 9 uncles who also served. So it was cool hearing her story and how, you know, again, emotional she got to speaking about how beautiful it was seeing people just walking in the parade, chanting, and just being very proud to be an American. So I absolutely love it. And again, if you want to go back and see that parade, go to our website at WSLS.com. Moving on, guys, this is the story that I was telling you guys about that I think was just like, what in the world, Sam's Club? Apparently, if you got the money, you can do it. So, the warehouse retailer is selling one of the most dazzling options. Sam's Club's luxurious advent calendar is filled with fine jewelry. Each day, your loved one can open up a new piece of jewelry, including earrings, necklaces, and more. And the pieces are made with premium quality materials, including 14-karat gold. The advent calendar comes in 2 versions, a 12-day calendar for more than $1,900 and a 25-day calendar for $3,800. What in the world, y'all? Like I said, the way this economy is set up right now, if you got it, you got it. And if this is something that you want to give a loved one, go ahead with your bad self. But for me, particularly speaking, this is something that would not be a priority of mine to get. If anything, that money could go to a student loan at this point. But for those of you who are looking at the pictures and stuff, that's a lot of jewelry, and I think it is nice. It's sweet. Like if you're into the advent calendar deal, and if you got a wife who loves jewelry, you know, and if you guys are at that stage where y'all can afford something like that, I think that would be a romantic gift. I think that'd be really special every morning, you know, as she wakes up and looks at a new piece of jewelry and all that good stuff. But hey, you never know. You know, for whoever, it floats somebody else's boat out there, just not mine. Kareem came in and he said Sam's Club is advertising this $3,800 14-karat gold gift 6 weeks before Christmas. Few people have this much disposable income. I'll just say some businesses don't need to be lobbying Hail Marys like their variable rate mortgages in 2007. Kareem coming in with the bars and spitting the fire. I see you, brother. I love it. Let's get to Jazzy Jazz. Jazz, are you with me? Hey, girl, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday, girl. This technology on some Monday stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, but it happens.
Look, every time I see you walk over, I'm just like, oh, Lord, they can't hear me. So, tell me, this advent calendar, girl, what are your thoughts?
I think it's a sweet thought. Like I said, it's the thought that counts. But unfortunately, I don't have my pockets aren't deep enough to spend that much money on one person. A lot of money. And like I said, if I had it, I would be more than happy to give it to somebody like my mom.
Yes.
My member. But unfortunately, I do not.
Yeah, no, Chris made a good point. Chris said that it might be better to just put candy in it because people like candy every day. How can you be walking around looking like 2 Chainz?
I agree with Chris because if someone wants to give me a present with jewelry, I would really appreciate it. But I think I would get more excited about candy.
It's the kid in us, girl. So tell me, do we have any viewers or comments today?
We got a comment from Kareem. He was joking with you and said, you said you're a hot mess trying to keep from freezing this morning.
I love Kareem. Anything else, girlie?
Nah, that's it.
All right, well, you have a blessed rest of your day, okay?
All right, you too.
All right. It's always a good time chit-chatting with Jazz and her dealing with my shenanigans, and also Kareem. Thank you. Again, this needs to be the JJK show because that boy, he is always loyal, coming in, watching us, and I really appreciate any comments that you have to say because I think they're all hilarious. All right, moving on. Let me give you guys your headlines before you roll out today. Some different news stories that you want to keep your eyes on, including 10 News at noon. Today marks 1 year since the University of Virginia student shot and killed 3 classmates and hurt 2 others. We have team coverage from Charlottesville later tonight in our newscast as we remember the victims in last year's shooting. Deshaun Perry, who is one of the victims, his mom is going to be one of the speakers at the university sponsored event focused on healing from gun violence. Also, this bizarre story that have you scratching your head. We got a positive update here. Roanoke County family getting a sense of closure after fighting to bury their matriarch. We got the details of that, the follow-up that Duke Carter has been doing. Also, students missing school constantly is a problem here in Commonwealth. Now school districts are working to resolve the problem through Governor Youngkin's all-in initiative. So we got that story and so much more coming up in our later newscasts, including 10 News at noon. And also, if you want to go online and check out some of the updates that we're doing throughout the day, go to our website at WSLS.com. All right, guys, we're rolling out. See you guys back here again tomorrow morning, 8 a.m., WSLS.com for the Morning Sprint.